So this all began when I was a child. And my mother was disowned by her father. Right, and then, right, my mother was disowned by her father. Right. Howard Hughes. Right, so then I was the Hughes heir, and she's fucking hated me for it ever since. Because all the money went into a trust for me as a living trust. There was no will. It was always in a living trust. Right, because that's how rich people avoid taxes. And, so there was never any probate or any will. So then my mom has always been pretty fucking awful. Right. And, almost immediately, the people in my town of La Follette, right, the people in my town of La Follette, Tennessee, like some local, officials from around town, a city councilman, some bakers, other people like that, right, these pillars of the community, almost immediately put me in a guardianship and took control of the money. So, immediately, like local officials seized control of the money, and my mom was such a fucking cunt about it. You need that money, and just like wouldn't talk about it, wouldn't acknowledge it, wouldn't say anything about it, denied it being true. Right, because she's fucking, pissed off about, yeah, and then blamed me that she lost the money, but, I was an infant, so. It's how she is. It's how the goddamn fuck she is. And, right. So, like, went through all of that. And then when I was, like, 17, I wrote all this in Reddit. Like, the whole fucking story. Like, the whole thing. Right. I'm banned from Reddit, but it's all still up. My subreddit that I talked about, all of this is still up. Even though I'm banned from posting. But, right. And so at 17, I was put into this conservatorship, which turned out to be a total fraud. A total goddamn fucking fraud. It was never real. It was always a fraud. And yeah, right. And it was just a means of fucking theft. Just a means of goddamn fucking theft. And I was like, whatever, I'll just go live my own goddamn fucking life. I don't give a shit. Whatever. So, I moved from La Follette to Sevier County. Dubious circumstances, yes. In 94. Right. And, right. Already, like, poly, yeah. Already. Like, when I dated Janie in high school, like, it was like a 15-year-olds with, like, a swingers club. Seriously. I ain't even joking. And, right, because that was always, like, it was what we were exposed to as children, so it seemed like the normal thing. And then when you get to be, like, adults, they're like, oh, this is so wrong. Well, it wasn't wrong when I was in the second grade, so what the fuck's the problem now? Just say, I write seriously. I just don't care anymore. I don't give a goddamn fuck. Don't care. Yeah, Eric. And, right, because I have, sign people. That's why I know so many. Why do you know so many rock stars, Taylor? Because, right, I can give them the steps and, get them signed and shit. That's what a star seed. I'm a star seed, path 11, and that means I can't work, and I gotta sit home all day and monitor love and make sure she don't get laid. I fucking hate you. I mean, flat out, I goddamn fucking hate you. There's no, like, excuse for the way you are. Doctors, teachers, nurses, all your fucking bullshit. Therapists, you're about the goddamn level worst. Like, the level, like absolute goddamn worst. But then, anyway, so we got here, and da-da-da-da-da, and all this fucking stuff happened. Right, and, it's a tourist town, and people come and fucking see me. Right. You know, it's easy to get in and out of here. There's lots of places to stay. It's fairly easy to blend in with the population. And pretty much for the entire time, um, right, Jonathan was always pretty much always around. He was around a lot. And people thought he was a bum. Like, the people in the area, like, that's that bum she hangs out with. That weirdo bum that Love hangs out with. Yeah, he's back again. Yeah. Yes, that bum. That bum. Yeah, they're always down there at Frank Allen's. They were down there at Frank Allen's every day in 2009 being freaky and weird. Yes. And, right, because they thought he was a bum. Right, they thought he was a bum. They thought he was a bum. So, it wasn't until, like... Right, it was not until, like, extremely recently that they realized that he was not a bum. Right, which is why we got away with it. The only reason you got away with that so long is because we're totally out of the loop and didn't know who he was, and then you didn't tell us, you did not full disclosure who that man was, and that's why we didn't work harder to keep him away from you, because that lends credibility to your story and who you are, and makes me look like a liar that I am. And I don't like to be looking like, I mean, you know, it's fucking full on fucking delusion in the role, like catfishing, to get into, like, you know, places that my world, where I belong, places that I have always went freely in and out of before, you know, where I go, you know. And you're just robbing me of the opportunity to celebrity stalk. And I mean, that's what the fuck's going on. That's just all that's going on. No, apparently it's totally out because, like, Jonathan posted me on his fucking Facebook and shit. Not his Facebook, but his Instagram. I don't know, I'm banned from Meta. I'm totally fucking banned, right? Last Christmas I got banned from Facebook. Right, so, you know, Catfish reported me so much. Catfish just on that fucking report button, report, until finally I was just banned entirely from social media so Catfish could fucking lie. You know, you're a fucking liar. You're a lying ass goddamn catfish living my fucking life, taking my residuals, and yeah, I got nothing for you. Yeah, I got nothing for you. Justice isn't real. Got no faith in that fucking bullshit. You know, no faith at all in the justice system. Right, so I just want to go back to my goddamn motel.